Why don't Formula One cars have airbags? Mercedes-Benz is responsible for several technical gadgets in today's car. The German car maker was among the first to offer central locking and ABS across all four wheels, and in 1980 also introduced the airbag, protecting the car's occupants in a frontal collision of more than 15 km per hour. But despite it being such an important safety feature, racing classes such as GT, Hypercar, Indycar and Formula One do not feature airbags. But why is that so? Well, think back to Romain Grosjean's horror crash during the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix when he narrowly escaped from a sea of flames, or Zhou Guanyu's dramatic accident at the 2022 British Grand Prix. These two crashes emphasise the immediate disadvantage of having airbags in F1, because an airbag would likely have trapped Grosjean and Zhou in their cars. But there are several other reasons, and in this video we'll explain what they are. The standard frontal airbag in a road car is there to protect the driver's head and torso. F1 drivers don't need that, because they wear a helmet and they are much better secured in their seat with a 6-point belt. In addition, drivers also have a neck brace that prevents their head from shooting forwards in the event of a frontal impact. This prevents whiplash and other head and neck injuries. In addition, F1 drivers also have a headrest on both sides. This acts as a cushion that absorbs lateral G-forces. Some drivers also use this to rest their heads during a Grand Prix, because racing for nearly 2 hours can be quite hard on their neck muscles. In short, all these measures prevent F1 drivers' heads from making sudden movements. An airbag would not even touch the driver, and even if it did, it would only force their head back. And this invites another question. Where would you even put an airbag? On such a small steering wheel with so many buttons and switches, there's simply no space for one, and there's not much room in the cockpit either. But what about their elbows and knees, you might think? Well, sometimes drivers do suffer with bruising after a heavy crash, but the knee pads they wear ensure that their knees do not knock together during an accident. Another major reason for the lack of airbags in F1 is because of the high G-forces involved in any collision. Because when should an airbag be deployed? Drivers wouldn't want an airbag in their face in the first sector at Suzuka or when braking hard at 300 km per hour. And considering the porpoising that has been seen with the new generation of F1 cars, the bouncing that Mercedes suffered badly with in Baku last year might have caused an airbag to go off. And let's talk about the helmets, because they aren't just something you buy off the shelf. They meet so many stringent safety standards that they can even stop bullets. In addition, you should be able to throw a weight of 10 kilos from a height of 5 meters on the helmet without it breaking. And the visor is so strong and difficult to pierce that not even an air rifle can break it. Such a helmet would not be out of place in the armed forces, but it would also be very useful for the fire brigade, being resistant to temperatures up to 790 degrees Celsius. And regardless of whether the concept of an airbag would work or not, it would undoubtedly add extra weight in the car, something all teams and drivers want to avoid. That's not to say there are no airbags in any form of motorsport. MotoGP uses a type of airbag, but it lies in the driver's racing suits rather than on the motorcycle. When drivers suffer an accident or take a serious blow, the airbag in the suit is activated. The drivers may look a little like the Michelin Man, but it usually ensures they escape serious injury. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And for the latest F1 news, views and analysis, head straight to racingnews365.com.